Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Trading Bitcoin with your host Tone Vase, coming to you live from beautiful Kiev, Ukraine. Already had some amazing food last night. The steak was absolutely awesome. Really like coming here, and here I am once again. Let me set this up. Running solo today. People in the US still asleep, which is all good. Got a really cool apartment and really enjoying it. People in Australia should be happy. Again, I'm finally on the Australian time zone, and let's see if we can get some viewers here today. Let me, you know what? Let me do this. That's how I normally set it up. All right, and let's go to screen share and let's get going. I got a lot of work to do actually. The morning brief is coming or something like that. But damn, people still up in California. Good job. I really could have done this a few hours ago. I wanted to get some sleep. So, but tomorrow morning I'll try and do one early if I don't stay out late tonight. And yeah, we're gonna try and get back to the morning usual schedule with the gang. All right, screen share. Let's just do it. Slide this over here. All right, I'm by myself, so for your questions, I mean, you really have to catch my attention. Otherwise, I'm not really paying attention to the live chat. All right, tonebase.com, nothing special, all usual stuff. Workshops. So I added another day in Amsterdam, a front day. There's a front day to Amsterdam. So keep an eye on that, right? We still have, 20 seats left. Now, Sunday is still sold out. Saturday is now open because the conference got canceled. And if you are coming on Sunday and you want to switch over to Saturday, you're welcome to do so, okay, if you've already paid. Chiang Mai, I can't wait to go to Chiang Mai. I heard so many great things. And then Singapore, and then the Australian tour. Now, I will be in 4 cities in Australia. I mean, once Singapore ends in 2 weeks, you'll see 2 more cities in Australia pop up. So you can go to full schedule, and you will see there's only 4 seats left in Sydney and about 10 seats left in Brisbane, okay? And sometime this week, I'll decide if I'm adding Auckland, New Zealand, okay? Before I go to Chile for another event. It's pretty much my travel schedule. All right, speaking of travel schedule, so I am here in Ukraine. I will be speaking at Blockchain and Bitcoin Conference by Smiles Expo. Probably update the page. My face should be there somewhere by now. And it's probably, there we go. But I will be speaking here. So go ahead and check that out. And there I am. All right. So go ahead and check that out. I'll be speaking here while I'm in Ukraine, and then it's off to Riga for Baltic Honey Badger. And then, well, actually, no, I'm sorry. Then I'll be in Amsterdam, but there's no conference. I will be speaking at Bitcoin Wednesday, though. Bitcoin Wednesday. Should have probably pulled that up. Bitcoin Wednesday. Let's see what's going on. There I am. And I will be speaking at the very next Bitcoin Wednesday. Again, along with some people that I recognize, like Dominic Zinus. Nope, don't know who that is. And don't know who that is, but it'll be good. It'll be a good event. Richard Cole is the organizer. But yeah, so this should be fun. So I should add that to my list. So I will be in Amsterdam speaking at Bitcoin Wednesday. So that's the first Wednesday of every month. Okay, so the first Wednesday in October. Then, nope, Baltic Honey Badger first, then Amsterdam, then Prague, then I'm back in Kiev for Hackett, and then I'm off to Thailand and Singapore. Okay, right. Let's talk about the charts. Enough intros, and we have 435 people watching. So here's a monthly chart. I haven't looked at the monthly chart in detail in a while, but let's take a look at the monthly chart. It's updated as of yesterday, but the price is about right. I believe it's, well, we're at about 6,500. This is approximately 6,500. And so the monthly chart, the month just started. You can see how close the 30-month moving average is to the Fibonacci line. Now, I have the Fibonacci line at 4790. So let's say 4800. That is a smidge below my $5,000 first target. But next month, this Fibonacci line, this moving average line, actually, hold on a second here. I want to go back 30 candles. There's your 30 candles. You can see how quickly we are moving up, right? Because we're still removing candles from the $400 price point. So next month, another $400 candle is going to be removed. And a $6,500 candle is going to replace it in the moving average. So that means that this moving average is going to rise really quickly. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if next month it's already sitting right at 4,800, if not 2 months from now. Okay, so that becomes a double support point, which is a very nice looking point. Here is your RSI. Let's make it bigger. That is not a pretty RSI, right? So I kind of drew the best fit line. Can I make it even thicker? I can't. Can't make it thicker. As thick as it can get. All right. And that's not what you want to see, to be honest with you. Yeah, we draw the best fit line. We do the best we can. So as you can see, we broke this line. This has been like a critical line. It's not exactly at the 50 mark, but we've now made a brand new low in the RSI. That's not a good sign, right? So we've bounced before. So the current environment of the RSI, I have to draw on this. Let me do maybe orange. If you look at it very carefully, see how we just broke a prior lower low. And right here, we also broke a prior lower low. Like, these are not good signs. Not good signs for the near future. You can also see how back in 2014, you also broke prior lower low. And that did not end well. Okay, so that is what you want. That's the current situation. Now, the month is only halfway over. This can easily reverse. This is using the latest available price. But right now, it's not looking good. We'll see what happens going forward. But right now, it's not looking good. Okay, so RSI, not pretty. The MACD, not pretty either. Not pretty either. Okay, so your MACD has flipped over. See, the last time it flipped over like that was in July of 2014. And this time it flipped over in June of 2018, right? Just 1 month off. Just 1 month off. And look how much more room you have to get back to zero than you did back in 2015. Hey, so is no God, thank you for your little donation, and you've caught my attention. And the question is, we never went under 1806 lower low. What's my opinion? Well, let's take a look. I'm actually going to flip over to the weekly chart to take a look. Well, I might have to go to the daily chart. Just want to make sure on the day. So 618 low. Is that it? That's June 24th. So 18/06 doesn't correspond to any low, But this is the candle that gave us the low. Maybe it was different exchange. 57.55 on the low, 57.80, 58.58. Okay. So to answer your question gets answered very, very easily, right? Like the low here was 6,000 on the dot. The low here was higher. Okay. So what week is that? That is the week, it's June 24th. Let's go to the weekly chart. So that would be one of these candles. That's this guy. 57.80 on the low, up 57.74 on the low. Okay. So it doesn't matter. You can use any of these candles. So the question is, we never broke this low. And my answer is, it doesn't matter because we are so close, right? Like when you come within less than 1% of something, it doesn't matter if you broke it or not. Like when you're within 1%, that's called margin of error, and it's irrelevant. So the fact that we came down in August and went to 58.80 is close enough to 57.80. It's $100 off, $100 off on a $6,000 asset. And then again, right here, just a few weeks ago, we came down to 6,095. Again, it's close enough for me, but here's the most important part. On a weekly level, the closing in September was lower than the closing in August. Now, I will say that the closing the week of June 18th was a lower close than the close we had the first week of September, but it was so slightly lower. The close was 61.53, and the close here was 62.36. So it was only about $80 difference on the close. So what we had 2 weeks ago was the second lowest close of the year on a weekly chart. And that's pretty damn bearish. Like, don't get caught up with the differences of a penny, okay? Yeah, we'll look at the longs and shorts. Okay, so the monthly chart we're done with. Monthly chart doesn't look good. We still have this descending trend line exactly like we did 4 years ago, and nothing's really changed. That's my hyperwave. It's funny how my hyperwave is a little different than the Tyler's and Leah's hyperwave. I just find it difficult to draw my hyperwave where to here, to there, and then to there. I just like the smoothness. So my hyperwave is a little bit different, but the idea is the same. We are in wave 7 of hyperwave. Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands are starting to contract. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing, okay? Now, Bollinger Bands would need to contract. Look at how they contracted in 2015. Now, in 2016, 2014, they started to contract, but they didn't hold. So you got to keep an eye on that. The stop and reverse points are not budging. They're not budging. So far away, so far away. But the middle Bollinger Band, which is your 20-week moving average, is coming down quick. So look, you gotta, came up to the middle line, got rejected. Broke the middle line for a few days, got rejected. Came up to the middle line, got rejected. I am a creature of pattern. So if we come up to the Bollinger line again, we're going to get rejected, which is why last time I gave it enough rope to say, hey, we can go to 7,500 before a reversal. We can go to 7,000 before a reversal. But I can't see the price of Bitcoin going above 7,000. I don't care what kind of good news Bitcoin has. It's irrelevant. News is irrelevant. We're in a bear market, and we continue to make lower highs. Not always lower lows, but we certainly make lower highs. So I'm going to assume we're going to make another lower high. So either a reversal is imminent or we'll reverse at 7,000. Here's my favorite chart. This is my #1 chart. By the way, I walked into the blockchain hub here in Ukraine last night for a minute, and there was a NAM meetup. Oh, good Lord. Wow. These people are really fools. They really don't understand that NAM is an outright scam. NAM was a useless project. I remember the guy that was building NAM. His name was Nakoto or something. I don't even, I have him on Telegram. He built NAM for a PhD paper, and we told him it was stupid. And then he still built it. And then after he built it, no one came. So he gave it up. He realized it was stupid and left. And then a bunch of scammers got to NAM, and they're like, oh, all the shit coins are pumping. NAM, we can make money on that. And now it has a whole community around it. It's ridiculous. NAM isn't going anywhere, guys. Give it up. You have the petrol. That's your claim to fame. You are a currency for a dictator. Good job. All right. So here's my favorite chart. We have the descending triangle. The descending triangle is one of the most dangerous patterns in all of trading. And it's very accurate. It's very accurate. I give it about a 70% chance that this triangle is going to break to the downside. We just started a brand new week, and we are price flipping to a red 1, which is perfect. If we have a down week, a small down week, then next week we can have a red 2 going below a red 1, breaking the bottom of the triangle. That should easily take us to the $5,000 target, easily. And then the most likely second target is 3,000, okay? Because that's the target from the triangle itself. Now, we had the death cross, which was a perfect rejection. We had the 30-week moving average itself was a perfect rejection. We have not really made it back to the 30-week moving average the last couple of weeks. So again, let's take a look at what candles are being involved in the creation of this 30-week moving average. And here we go. I need to go 30 candles back. Boom. So there you are. Oops. So there you are. You are using, right now, 30 candles back, right? So you are using that red candle right there, okay? Now, that red candle has a lower close than the following candle. So next week, you're going to use the top of that white candle in your calculation, which has a price of $11,500. That is a pretty high price. That's a pretty high price, guys. But, and you're going to average that out with next week's price, which is going to be a low price. So they'll meet somewhere in the middle. But the week after that, you drop down quick for the next 4 weeks, right? So this moving average, this 30-week moving average, it's not going to fall much next week, but the week after it's going to start to fall really hard. So in 2 weeks, I expect this average to start to come down closer to the trend line, okay? It's going to accelerate. Once we knock out this top candle, and then we start using these candles, is going to go down quick. And the 50-week moving average is still using these high points. So it's just slowing down. This is not looking good. I would not be bullish in this market. Let's put it that way. Should we look at the oscillators? Here is the RSI, and the RSI is hovering around the lows. Again, not good, not good. Here's your MACD. Open that up. MACD is flattened out, so it's neutral. So you got, guys, this triangle. Be very careful of this triangle. Should be going through this faster. I need to get some work done. Here's the daily chart. And the daily chart, I haven't looked at these in days. I've been really busy. The daily chart is price flipping once again. The daily chart was showing you lots of bearish momentum, but it's now price flipping to a red one. And if next candle gives you a lower low, it's totally shortable. So let's wait. I'll take a look at this again in about 4 hours when we do our another show. And yeah, you're sitting on this trend line. It's a very old daily trend line, very old channel. You can see it right there. It's a very old channel. It's okay to go back into this channel. This channel was beautiful. We should have never left this channel. It would have been orderly. It would have been calm. Everybody would have been collected. We could have been at $4,000 right now. And if that was a new all-time high, everybody would be happy. Except right now, everyone's pissed off because they think Bitcoin deserves to be higher for no reason whatsoever other than they feel obligated that Bitcoin needs to be higher. Bitcoin's price is what Bitcoin is what it is. Now, if you look at the Consensio concept, again, I'm learning from Tyler every day. You have the price below the that's a 50, 128, and 200. You have 3 moving averages. They are all trending lower. They are all in successive order, and the price is below them. So Bitcoin is 100% bearish, okay, based on the 50, 128, and 200. You can't even get a def cross anymore. They're all done. Here's your last def cross. Took place right here. And beautifully rejected the price of Bitcoin. So now you wait for a red 2 to go below red 1, and you can short. So basically, I'm going to take this line. I'm going to dump it here because I don't know where it's going to be. We'll adjust it later. And your stop loss is going to go there. At least that's how I would be trading. I think it's getting ready to roll over. I should probably sell some Bitcoin before I even get to Amsterdam. It might be too late. Here's your 4-hour chart. Do we want to look at the daily oscillators? CMF is going negative. That's not good. MACD is below 0, going negative. That's not good. Actually, it's bullishly price flipping, but it won't last. And RSI is not good. So your MACD is the only one that looks good. Here's your 12-hour chart. Your 12-hour chart hit a 9. Wasn't the beautiful 9 at the top of a trend, but still a 9. I don't really use Bollinger Bands, guys. I see the question. I don't know. I just pulled them up. Tyler was using them. I pull them up. I mean, I understand Bollinger Bands. I just don't care for them. And see, you got a 9. You have a red 1. And let's see if we can get a red 2 below red 1 for a short play. And your stop loss is above the highs. And your target is the break of new lows. In fact, I would be doubling down if I got below the setup trend line. But you got a 9, and it's not like the most optimal 9. But look for a 1 to 4 candle correction at least. I would be looking to short right here, guys. That's what I would be doing. Here's the 4-hour chart. Let's take a look at it in full. Lots of short interest, though. Look at that. So many people are short. Man, it makes me question the bearish case when so many people are short. Just too many shorts. Too much money to be made if the price drops. But hey, the price is telling you it should go down. Everything is telling you should go down. Look at the 9 at the high. Again, you're price flipping. So a red 2 below a red 1, along with a 12-hour red 2 below red 1, and a 1-day red 1, and the weeklies on a red 1. Man, everything is rolling over. Everything is rolling over to the bear side. Except too many people are short. Maybe they'll start taking their profits early because they're scared. A lot of short leverage, though. Here's that chart of longs versus shorts, and a lot of people are short right now. A lot of people are leveraged short. Let's see how it works out for them. I think the market is getting ready to turn to the downside. Ethereum came pulled back up a little bit, and Ethereum still looks terrible. And this is Ethereum versus Bitcoin. It still looks really bad. The stock market is going to open. It's going to be very, very interesting to me. Very interesting because earnings are coming next week in the stock market. So the stock market is bullish across the board. So you had a 9, the 9 corrected, but now you had a higher close. So what was the close here? The close here was 28.72, 29.0150, and 29.04. So last week, 29.05. Last week, we had the second highest close of the S&P 500 ever in its history. That is so significant. That is so significant. The price is above all the moving averages. They are all trending up. Like if on Monday, the S&P is breaking last week's high. So what was the high? The high was 29.0830. If on Monday, the S&P 500 trades above 29.0830, I mean, I'm not going to put my money in the S&P 500 because it's in cash, getting ready for earnings. But if I wasn't trading earnings, I'd put all of it in the S&P 500, all of it. S&P 500 is going so much higher. Stop listening to scammers like Dick Swear. They're telling you that silver is going to 5,000 and you know, the stock market is going to crash. I've been like calling that guy an idiot for 3 years. That's probably why he hates me because I've been right for 3 years and he's been wrong every day of his life about anything related to trading and pricing of any asset, you know, including his precious Bcash. You got to stop listening to idiots, guys. You really do. And scammers that want to sell you shit. Don't listen to scammers that want to sell you shit. So here's the daily chart. And there it is. You had a down candle. The green color is a down candle. And you got a green 3. Like the daily's bullish, the weekly's bullish. It looks great. Gold. Oh, not what I wanted to show. What happened to gold? It's supposed to be gold. Ah, that's what happened. Close that. It's my indicator. Close that. And let me close that. All right, here's the gold chart. The gold looks bad. Gold looks bad. So it's just going straight down, like it's being rejected by the moving average. You know, I thought this 9 can give you like a 1 to 4 candle reversal. Maybe it can get you all the way to the moving average, but it's not. It's just consolidating here, and then it's going to puke out another lung because that's what silver is doing. This is the weekly chart, load chart layer. Let's look at silver weekly. And I'll get to a couple of your questions. I think weekly is the good one. Or is it the monthly? I don't remember. I don't remember which one I had drawn the big triangle on. Yeah, this one. Look, I've been talking about this triangle for years. And I had this arrow drawn like here, and then here, and then here, and then I finally moved it again. Silver is just a short. I mean, it's on a 5 of 9. It's on a 4 of 13. The sequential 13 did nothing. The triangle target tells you that silver is going to under $11. It's going to under $11. Don't blame me. Don't blame the miners. Don't blame manipulation. It's in the charts. It's all in the charts. Trust the charts. Here is a triangle. It's not the first time silver had a crazy triangle. To draw a triangle, you need 3 points. And this one had like a false breakout. Here's your triangle. Man, I could have even, like the triangle should really be like this. That's the triangle. You draw your best fit line. Draw your best fit line. Best fit line. It's how it works. It's how it works, right? Best fit line. So what's the range? Let's say 550, right? It's got to be red. 550. So silver was going to fall 550. 550 or 30%, right? Let's make it an even one. All right, so I can do is copy that, paste that, scroll down, grab this, slide it over to here, and flip it. So how far are we going to go? Well, 550 or 30%, right? 30%, 550. Right, there you go. That's where it was supposed to fall. Did it fall there? Oh, it came pretty damn close, right? Pretty damn close. How long did it take? How many weeks? So that's 8th of September, and it bottomed out in December, right? So it took what? 3 months? September to December. 3 months. All right, here we go again. Here we go again. 3 months. We broke in July, so that's the middle of 7. So the middle of October. So by the middle of October, silver could be all the way at $11, right? It will probably take a little longer. The ultimate bottom didn't happen until December of the following year. It was going down for a year. You back tested too. So you can back test. In fact, I think it's going to back test pretty damn soon. Remember, this is the decade low of silver. The decade low of silver, what price does that come in at? 13,643, the decade low. If we go below 13,643 on silver, that's a new decade low. That's a decade low. You want to catch that falling knife? Fine. But then don't blame manipulation when it falls another 50% from there. People just don't get it. There you go. Look for another 30% fall. That's silver. It's not manipulation. Nobody wants or cares about silver except a few people with YouTube videos. Live with it. Someone is asking, why is silver so bad? It's useless. It is totally useless. It's useless as a currency. It's useless as speculation. No one wears it as jewelry anymore. It's just an industrial metal. It's a little bit more useful than copper. And even that's debatable because copper is necessary in building construction, which silver isn't. So I would not be surprised if silver is worth below copper because it has less of an industrial use case than copper. So, man, I look back at my idiot days of being a gold bug and being a silver bug. Like, man, what the hell was I thinking? Or more like I wasn't thinking. So go read the book, The Bitcoin Standard, and you'll understand why Bitcoin is totally useless. I'm sorry, silver is totally useless. Bitcoin is still pretty useful. Someone's going to cut that out of context and post it all over the cesspool known as RBTC Reddit. All right. Yeah, silverware. You're right. That's a good point. Someone made a point. So silverware is actually an amazing use case for silver. In fact, if silver goes below $10, I will probably convert all of my silverware in my house to silver. I probably shouldn't have said that because now if I have any of you over as guests, you're going to start stealing my forks and spoons. So silver is actually really, really good at like germs, like killing germs. So the best use case for silver, now that it's no longer a use case for money, and it's no longer it's not really an industrial metal, its best use case is probably silverware. And if it falls low enough, I will be converting all of my silverware to silver. All right. I think that's it. I'm just going to review real quick. Hey, guys, I added another day in Amsterdam. The 30th is still sold out, but you can now attend my workshop on the 29th as well. It's the same workshop, 29th and 30th. I will do it 2 days in a row just for you guys. And we have a bunch of seats in Amsterdam. It's a pretty big venue. So check that out. After that, Chiang Mai. It's going to be beautiful. I don't mind only having 5 people in the Chiang Mai workshop. It'll be very hands-on. Singapore after that, and then Australia. Now the full schedule also has, there it is, Sydney and Brisbane for workshops. I might add New Zealand. I'm gonna make up my mind this week. Also, if you guys like my work and wanna support my work, please check out the affiliate section, which includes all of my gadgets on Amazon links, all right? So if you want to help, if you want to support this free content, please click on one of the Amazon links and do any shopping. You don't have to buy these things. I need to put a proper book list. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to put a proper book list in there for your reading list. And yeah, I'm still like BitMax. I know you guys are mad at them over what happened a couple of months ago, and TradingView. You know, I'm trying to get you a discount code for TradingView. I'll work with them when I get back to New York. I'll probably stop by their office. But Torguard gives you a nice discount. So go ahead and check that out. Okay. Oh, the new watch came out. I bought mine. Check that out. Prices go up soon. Might want to check that out. And from here, I am in Ukraine. I am in Kiev, Ukraine. I will be speaking at this conference right here. So please check that out. So that would be great. That's happening on Wednesday. After that, I am off to the Baltic Honey Badger in Riga. Then I will be in Amsterdam after my workshop. I am speaking at Bitcoin Wednesday. I don't know if it costs anything, only 20 euro. It's a very cool monthly meetup that they have there. So check that out. Then I'm off to Prague for Hackers Congress, then back to Kiev for a Hackett conference and visit Chernobyl, which should be very interesting. And then I am in Singapore for a couple of, I'm in Singapore in October, also in Singapore in November, and Australia in between. All right, let's see if I have any questions. All right, let's see if I have any questions. And after that, I'm gonna get going. I was gonna keep this to 30 minutes, but I think we're already gone 40. Tone, are you still friends with Jimmy Song after he did so? Jimmy did not do badly in the debate. And yes, I am still friends with Jimmy Song. Oh, speaking of Jimmy Song, damn. Carnivory dinner in Prague. Jimmy will be in Prague. I always get Prague and Baltic Honey Badger confused. So we are doing another carnivory dinner. When am I in Sweden? I don't know. I have no plans for Sweden. I don't know if Jimmy, let me see Jimmy's Twitter. Because I don't know if he made it public, if he made the carnivory dinner public yet on his Twitter. Let me see. Maybe we'll talk about it later today. But there will be a carnivory dinner in Prague. We rented a place. It will be the same thing between, I don't know, it's like $200 or something. But yeah, Jimmy didn't do bad against Roger. Roger might have. Roger just did a Roger. Started interrupting from the beginning. But yes, I'm still very good friends with Jimmy Song. All right, next. Yeah, no plans for Sweden, guys. And it's already getting cold. There's no way in hell I'm going to Sweden when it's cold. I'm not crazy. I don't even have clothes, by the way. My clothes were lost. All I have, thank God I got my Blockstream sweatshirt. I have like 2 shirts. I had to buy a shirt in, because I guest lecture at a university. I guest lecture at IE. That was great in Madrid. So I'm down to like 2 hats. Somebody gave me a second hat. And yeah, I have to go shopping. I'm here in Ukraine, so I'll go shopping. What do I think the high for the year will be? I mean, high from now on? Because we had a high for the year. The high for the year was like $18,000, right? I don't know. I don't know where the bottom is, right? So I can say that I don't think we're gonna go above 7,000 this month or next month. But can we bottom out in October and then by December be back at 10,000? It's possible, unlikely, but possible. That's a very good question. So, so here's the question. I'm going to read the question word for word. It's a very good question. What are you looking for at 5,000 to make you bullish or bearish? That's a good question. It depends on whether 5,000 reverses the price and how strongly it reverses the price. I have to go back to screen share. I don't know why this is all red. Hold on. There we go. This is the block show in November. Okay, so let me go to the daily chart because it's important. It's a good question though. And I think we have like 1,000 viewers, which is good, always good. So look, if we fall to 5,000, like this and bounce from the vicinity of 5,000, as strong as we bounced from 6,000 back in February 6th, I will be bullish. However, if we get to 5,000 and we touch 5,000 like this, the way we touched it back in April, I will remain bearish. So it really depends. And as you can see, I was right. We went up. I was skeptical the entire way up. We hit the death cross, and then we went and made new low. Okay? So it wasn't worth it buying here unless you're a short-term trader taking on an unreasonable amount of risk. So how are we going to get to 5,000? If we get to 5,000 the way we got to 6,600 in April, or the way we got to 6,000 in June, or the way we got to 6,000 in August, or the way we got to 6,100 here in September. If we get to 5,000 in this slow grinding way, then I will remain bearish. If we get to 5,000 as a capitulation crash with a swift rebound, I will be bullish. However, if this rebound of 5,000 does not take you above 8,000, I will then be forced to turn bearish once again. Good question, though. All right, let's move on. DevCon 4 is in Prague in October. What is DevCon? I always get the Ethereum one and the actual, one with smart people totally confused. Right, so DevCon is the Ethereum stupid. Okay. So there's another one called DefCon or something, right? Or something else. There's like another one. I think for actual developers. Yeah, why the hell would I go here? And it's sold out. And why would they want me there? I'm just gonna go there and troll. I'd rather find myself. I'd rather be in Australia. Oh no, wait. When is this thing? October 30th to November 2nd. Yeah. I'm in Thailand and Australia. And Singapore. I'm not going to be anywhere near Prague. You know what? I wouldn't mind if it's legal for me to go to Afghanistan. I wouldn't mind one day. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if it's legal for me to go there or not. I have to check. No, I don't think silver has bottomed. I think it's nowhere near bottom. I think it's going to single digits. I already interviewed Tom Lee. Just check it out. Nothing's changed. I interviewed Tom Lee somewhere in Vegas, I think, just like less than a month ago. Check it out. Novograd's called the bottom. Yeah, he's going to lose a lot of money. Someone earlier asked about Dogecoin. I haven't looked at Dogecoin in so long. Do I even have a Dogecoin chart? I don't. I don't even have a Dogecoin chart. Should I make a Dogecoin chart? Let's use the daily. Nope, not load, copy. The Doge. Doge has liquidity. There's way more transactions than Bcash does. Way more useful too. Doge. Bittrex, Poloniex. Like no one trades on Poloniex anymore, but it has a history because Dogecoin is old and Bittrex came late. Yeah, it's just Doge. All right. Man, this is tempting. I think I want to use Poloniex only because I want to see a longer history. What's this calculated by TradingView? Oh yeah, look at the Doge. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's go to the weekly chart. Let's drop the oscillators. Man, I remember how popular Doge was. Let's clean this up. All right, so, oh, I'm on Bittrex. No, I don't want to be on Bittrex. I want to be on Poloniex. Longer history. Not, maybe not. How do I get a longer history? Because I know Doge was tradable before this. Because I used to trade it. Maybe I guess you need Cryptsy or something. That's Doge USD. Oh, I see. That's what happened. Okay. Now let's use Doge BTC. So here's the weekly chart. You're on a 4 of 9. You broke the prior high. You made a new low. I mean, Doge is looking great. Looks good. Can challenge all the last year's highs. See, this is what you want from Bitcoin, right? Look at this 9 low at the low. Nice doji candle. Look at this 9 at the low. Nice doji candle. It's being surrounded by sequential and aggressive. Very good. See how Doge established a higher low? And now it's challenging the new highs, right? So I'm not going to spend too much time on it. It's more educational, really. Okay, so it didn't give you a new closing high. and it didn't give you a new swing high, right? So it needs to go higher. But if Doge can give you a new closing weekly high and a new swing high, then it's in a bull market, unlike all the other shitcoins. Now, Doge seems to have a floor. That floor seems to be 0. And that's a good sign. You're not going to owe anybody money if you have Doge. Though I don't know why you would. Beautiful 9 at the low. So yeah, can you use this indicator to trade Doge? I believe so. If I was trading Doge, the weekly is bullish. The daily is also bullish. You know, you broke the prior high. You're on a red 4, but next candle will probably flip you. Tomorrow will probably flip to a green 1. Wait for it to go above this consolidation, and then it should be good to go. A little overextended. Nice for moving averages to catch up. Yeah, there's your Doge. All right, time to close it. Let's see what else we got. I still think 5K is coming. Just because it didn't happen in July doesn't mean your bear market is going to end any sooner. If anything, it'll probably end later. I mean, Cardano was a joke. There's nothing there. No one uses it. It's written in the most complicated coding language known to man. No one can code in it. What do I think about ICOs registering as securities? I think it's the reality. I think it's reality. I think that it's a disgrace that the SEC did not label Ethereum a security in 2015, which I was advising them to. That's why all of this shit is happening right now. I don't really recommend one broker. I haven't used one broker. People are asking me about one broker, right? So I used to trade on one broker like in 15 or 16 or something like that. But I haven't really traded or looked at it since. So I have no idea what's going on. All I know is that I have an affiliate code because I was using it, and I just have it on my screen. I don't necessarily recommend it, but if you're going to trade on there, you can support this channel by registering with an affiliate code. I don't know if they've done something. That question implies that one broker did something bad. I have no idea. I don't really pay attention. I haven't looked at cannabis stocks. I really don't want to go into it right now. I think Ethereum weekly is still bearish. Had a little bit of a bounce, but I think I agree with Ugly Old Goat that there is an exit in Ethereum. There'll be details about the Prague Carnivory dinner, probably later today or tomorrow, like any day now. Yeah, the conference is sold out. Tickets will probably be on Eventbrite for the dinner. We're gonna have a standalone website. We own like carnivorydinner.com and Bitcoin, or not Carnivory Dinner. We own like carnivoryclub.com and bitcoincarnivoryclub.com. So we will be making websites, and the dinners are gonna be its own event. I don't recommend alts, guys. That's a silly question. Do V bottoms really happen for long-term reversal? Absolutely. Go look at the stock market in 2009. I will be in South America this year. I will be in Chile in December, but I don't think I'm going to do any workshops. I think my next Latin American workshop is going to be in Mexico, like in April. I know. I don't know. Latin America just hasn't been calling me for my work. So what's the point? What's my percentage that we're going to go to 5,000? I'm still 90% certain we're going to hit 5,000. My maximum time for this bear market is late summer next year. I think the worst case scenario is if we start going back up around August, September of next year. Hey, Julio, thank you for your tip. Let's see what you have to say. I'll probably end it here. You mentioned time and price. So what time? Oh, I already answered that. So what time is your max reverse? I already answered that. Late summer next year. Oh, Litecoin halving, that's going to be bad. See, here's what you guys have to realize. Halvings in Bitcoin is very good for the price. Halvings in shitcoins like Litecoin is very bad for the price because it implies that it's not worth mining anymore, right? Because you have to invest in new miners. So you have to be absolutely certain that the halving of your shitcoin is going to at least double it in price over the last few years. But if the price of Litecoin goes down, just like silver against gold, Litecoin becomes very dangerous to mine and very silly to mine, and then its mining system breaks down. So if I was to start a shitcoin, or if I was to manage a shitcoin, like a centralized coin like Litecoin, I would do everything I can to eliminate halvings. Litecoin is not going to compete with Bitcoin as the silver to Bitcoin's gold if it has halvings. So I think Litecoin would be best. I mean, again, if Litecoin wants to be a transactional currency like Bcash wants to be, limiting the amount of Litecoin is the last thing you want. So you don't want a halving. You want Litecoin to be, whatever Litecoin was. I think Litecoin was, I think it started with 50 Litecoin a block or 200 Litecoin a block. I don't remember. I think probably 50. And it needs to keep that. Like Litecoin needs to be inflationary, not deflationary. It makes no sense for Litecoin to be deflationary. So halvings in Litecoin will probably be bad for its price, unlike Bitcoin. I'm not very familiar with TD moving average. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it here. Look, Andy Hoffman hates me. Andy Hoffman might hate me another year because eventually I'm going to turn bullish and Andy Hoffman's going to love me again. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a day. I'm still on screen share. Goodbye from Ukraine, and we will see you in a few hours for a morning show with Leah. Leah's back in DC, Jimmy's back in Texas, Giacomo's back in Italy. So we'll see what we can do. We'll try and do another show in a few hours. I'm going to get some work done. Talk to you all later.